Smart kid? Ah, you are surely a vegan.
With profound humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 2 of 4.
Etc.
We pray for Ukraine or Ukraine.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
I nostri programmi sono offerti in molte lingue. Consultate suprememastertv.com/schedule.
So these ethnic people of Chamba were completely wiped out by the Vietnamese people at that time. So even though I keep saying the North Vietnamese are now taking over South Vietnam, and many people fear for their lives and run away. It's just a history repeating itself, I guess. It's the collective karma of the race before the Vietnamese and now reborn and revenge. Otherwise, how can you explain it? The same country before, the whole country, with so much history and tradition, everything exactly the same.
Please keep watching to find out more.
Vegan, because we cannot sell our soul for animal people meat and blood.
I make no secret of the fact that I am a vegan politician because of these practices, of these industries. I chose that lifestyle because I could not be part of a cruel part of society any longer.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English and Hakka, with subtitles in Arabic, Olasis, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, Thai, and Ukrainian or Uranian.
Đông Phái Hì kết tồn, quý hậu quan trọng Đông Phái Hì cùng người共享今晡日嘅節目，我係吉祥，係來自台灣嘅客家人。台灣要按照福爾摩沙，嚟可愛嘅人民，人嘅生活充滿歡笑同靈感。喺約400年前，客家人離開中國，才回到台灣。佢主要到島上嘅山區建立客家社區，作為島上生態嘅族群之一。佢哋同當地一直係堅強不團結嘅群體。 客家人用3万自给自足同对自然界嘅感激之情出名嘅。種茶米係台灣福爾摩沙客家生活重要嘅一環，特別嘅東方滿園茶嘅門市係阿羅勒天道種列茶米嘅客家人，尤其帶著嘅東方滿園茶，用佢嘅濃濃嘅香氣同甘甘嘅口感，本應做係香燈茶。銅鑼茶廠係一個觀光茶園。由客自帶來兩品嘗東方滿園茶同其他方向嘅客家茶，一片看見細微長長嘅景色。客家文化也由採茶戲等藝術表達來慶祝，嘅內容係聽人南討茶米休閒時演唱歌曲發展來嘅。1年1度嘅移民節，咪係客家人重要嘅節日，係為咗紀念嗰度犧牲自家救援嘅人社區嘅英雄。因為同花季已過到當年拖動到客家三排社區新開嘅優雅拍法嘅來到。當歡喜值得用雅嘅母語客家話來向簡單紹介，那個魅力多義同文化，那個人民祈求健康、舒穩、新鮮嘅恩典同光亮。
Such a handsome you are. Vegan? No surprise.
幾十年來，天台無上師全書家用信心教理照亮世界，列為完成開悟嘅名師，傳授觀音法門，幫助渴望嘅求道者擊破開悟，一世解脫。所有開悟名師都修觀音法門，像維修重建嘅世尊釋迦牟尼佛全書家。維修重建嘅先知耶穌基督主釋者，受人尊敬嘅名師同哲學家孔子主釋者，受人尊敬嘅主奎師那主釋者，受人尊敬嘅名師同哲學家老子全書者，受人尊敬嘅主摩訶毗羅全書者，親愛嘅先帝穆罕默德主釋者，祝其平安。古魯那納克的福建主釋者還有個很多。天台無上師全書家強調，能單聽時時相驗相體，為他人無私奉獻，遵循宇宙律法，就為達到人類天國高位、了悟來到地球嘅目的。以慈悲為懷，係特別嘅大師典範，接種愛心援助難民、解憂、災民同需要幫助嘅人，會給你物質同經濟援助。天台無上師全書家，恭敬感謝所有救星嘅各方人士、團體組織2多年群政府，真心慈悲嘅人人支持，願天堂永遠保佑大家。你身為天台無上師世界會會員， 也衷心感谢大家，表达歉意，祝大家万事如意。天下的无上师全书者得到各组织团体、媒体、政府同各界人士的爱护同表扬，得到当多奖项。其里2006年古世和平奖，一奖等同东方的诺贝尔和平奖。1994年的世界精神領袖獎，2008年摩訶毗羅獎，2022年同2025年都被聽到係天台業、美國榮譽公民等等。其優秀嘅人道現象，多年來得到無數獎項，同世界人無數嘅安樂。等等，因为篇幅和时间有限，向原谅我哋無法列出當到其他獎項同講座。天下嘅無上師、全書者，恭敬感謝所有助信嘅各方人士、團體組織、領導人和政府，堅信慈悲嘅人人支持，願天堂永遠保佑大家。我哋身為天下無上師世界會會員，也衷心感謝大家，表達歉意，祝大家萬事如意。落去為我哋講講嘅同我朋友發生嘅天下無上師全書者，提倡和平愛心嘅七位原則，一個許下宏願，希望人類掌握眾生種下善性嘅。創造和平輝煌嘅全書世界，通過全人類王國嘅民眾全福建和諧。以行頭講法傳單，唔係實際政策係嚟樣嘅想法，開設外加國際全書團體、全書食品公司、全書皮草產品同無上師電視台，佢們寫信同了有影響力嘅政府同媒體領袖會談。參加氣候變遷、自修會議等等。無論是人有見講無，也該努力影響世人動態， 反将人類建立生態動物同樣嘅生活方式，並奉行慈悲之道，其他將是在永久太平，救地球免於氣候變遷同天災。現在有上是全世界，各地遍布全球，對大眾同各界土地講經開始介紹各種人生主題。今日人有限，為人不足，其中一場精彩嘅開始，主題係人越和平，世界就越和平。10月10至10月，一套指圖之間節目，用英文同中文開始到2018年1月7日，台灣福爾摩沙高雄。
We pray for Ukraine or you reign.
Many Indian women died, especially the royal woman, died in fire, burned alive, to show their faithfulness to the king, or whoever rich at that time. It's supposed to be like the main wife and the other wives standing in front of the fire, remembering and respecting the deceased king. But the word front is deleted or gone or forgotten. So instead of standing in front of the fire, it has become standing in the fire to remember the king and show faithfulness and blah, 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 blah. Just to a dead body. You understand that? Yes. So that's why I told you before, some of my interpreters could also make my face go away, you know. Told you already. So it's a very dangerous job, huh? So you guys there, we're thankful to you, but be careful, yeah? Don't just kill again. So at that time, the Champa country probably was influenced by the philosophy of India, because India was a more mighty country, you know, more sophisticated at that time, more mighty in every way. Yeah, more civilized, more advanced in many ways, in medicine, in philosophy, in spiritual ways, in history of establishment. Yeah, many more kings and always powerful, winning this country, that country, all the time. Nobody dared to invade India at that time. So big and mighty, strong and rich. Yeah, so maybe many of the nearby neighboring countries receive influence from India. Therefore, you can see like many architecture is similar to old-time India. And you can see the history of India, the books and photos and all that. For example, the Angkor Wat of Cambodia or the Buddha and Thailand, many golden temples and many golden Buddha, real gold. They just discovered some decades ago that the Buddha was real gold, solid gold. I've seen that Buddha. I took a photo with it. It's real gold. But before that, people worry that in the time of Buddhism declining, they put mud outside, you know, of the Buddha statue. Make it look like just a normal earth statue. Until long afterwards, you know, in modern times. Recently, a few decades ago, people discovered by chance that inside is pure solid gold Buddha, shining forever, like his heart and his love. Therefore, maybe Champa is also influenced by that. Therefore, we have still many of these constructions. The architecture looks similar also to Buddha's land, India or Cambodia or Thailand. The old architecture, some are still standing there. Yeah. Many hundreds of years or thousands of years still standing, some. But this champa has been completely eliminated from the map of the world. Same with their people, their culture, and their history. Everything wiped out. Because after the king died, and I think the Vietnamese king wanted to use this situation and also was feeling so bad that if the king, another king come up, maybe he wants to attack our country again and get another princess again, a beautiful princess like she was, and then maybe burn her alive again, or how many more women have to die. So many reasons. Also maybe greed, maybe political, power, and then they attack the Champa country. Maybe because also as a revenge for before, you see, for forcing them to have to offer the princess and make war, cause a lot of suffering. Then they won the war. And then somehow it's like ethnic cleansing, completely destroy. Nobody would ever know that country ever existed except in history. Some old map or something, that's all. When I was in high school in Quy Nhơn, senior high school, over there is almost like most of the center of the Champa country before. So Quy Nhơn and the surroundings in that province have many of these kinds of beautiful structures, architecture before. It's not clear what they did that for. I guess maybe the burial grave of some royalty or, high position officials, because it's not hollow inside, It's like a solid piece of memorial, and they carved beautiful things on it. And so the ethnic people of Champa were completely wiped out by the Vietnamese people at that time. So even though I keep saying the North Vietnamese are now taking over the South Vietnam, and many people fear for their lives and run away. It's just a history repeating itself, I guess. It's the collective karma of the race before the Vietnamese and now reborn and revenge. Otherwise, how can you explain it? The same country before, the whole country, with so much history and tradition, everything exactly the same. Well, except for a few different dishes, and the accent is different, but we understand each other completely, except for a few slangs. Well, every country has that, yeah? A few slang words. For example, we call miss, like young girl, we say miss is a cô, yeah? Cô đẹp means beautiful, young, beautiful girl. We call it cô, C-O with the head on top, cô. But in central Vietnam, Huế, the old capital, they call it O. Just O. O means cô, means miss, young lady, yeah. Just like that, but we understand each other very well. The accent is different. It sounds funny in some areas though, and we make fun of each other. But because we understand each other, if you keep watching you probably watched already the tribute to my magician, did you? The first part? Oh, don't miss any part, okay? It might be a little normal in the beginning, but at the end, don't miss it, huh? If you miss everything else, don't miss the end, okay? The end is the real show, okay? But we have to do slowly until the end, huh? Cannot show you the end and then nothing. And then you don't understand why is that. What happened? What happened to the rest of the story? Okay? Now, do you remember I made fun of the man, of the devoted disciple? I imitated his accent and everybody laughed. Okay? Like in Vietnam, in the South, we say Quảng Nam. Huh? And we say đi qua. hay là đi qua, okay. But in his area is Quảng Nam, đi qua. Understand? Yeah. So we make fun of them. We make fun of each other all the time. The North makes fun of the South. The South makes fun of the North. They say, "Oh, you are water spinach." And they call the North people water spinach because they like to eat water spinach a lot. And the North people call the Southern people, "Oh, you are," I say, soya sprouts. Because the Southern people, they put a lot of soya sprouts and they eat raw a lot more than the North. You see, and they put sprouts in their salad. They put sprouts in their soup. Or they eat sprout with rice, or with everything else as well, of course. It's not like the North only eats the water spinach or the South only eats soya sprouts. We just make fun of each other, like that. I can speak many different dialects. So therefore, I can afford to make fun of anybody I like. I'm a kind of I say humorist at heart, and they're free to make fun of me anytime. I make fun of myself also a lot, right? So now and then I revenge, make fun of somebody else instead, just for fun. Just among us, among our initiates. I don't offend people outside. I know, I'm small, very small and fragile. I'm speaking English all the while. Nobody's saying anything, huh? You enjoy, English people, of course. They don't have to have this thing burdening their ears. Okay then, it's just about it. I'm going away, yeah? I mean, not away anywhere. You must go eat now so that the kitchen can, wash up before it's too dark, and you must meditate also. And the people who must go home to Taipei and all that, so from far away, it takes a long time, 3-4 hours. Yeah? And the ones who stay here, meditate, okay? Try. Meditate a lot, yeah? So that you understand more, okay? For yourself. Not that it's for me or anything. Of course, I profit. Of course, I profit from anything you do, don't I? Yeah, I get bigger, more powerful. Eat a lot more or something, or work a lot more. It's more like it. No, of course I profit. I will be proud to have good disciples, no? Make me proud. And I'll be very comfortable going near you because your energy is loving and kind and doesn't pinch me or pick me like needles, like some people who don't meditate a lot. And your ego gets lower, easier for me to communicate with you. You understand better, so I don't have to repeat again and again. And then you understand better my teaching, and you will live more accordingly, and your life will be more peaceful. And the more peaceful you are, the more peaceful the world will be. I profit all the time from your meditation. So I thank you for being diligent, huh? Okay? All right. Yeah. Voila. Time to go. Good appetite, huh? Quý vị họ cứ nhấn lại từ từ. Lấy cái sang xin cái lấy cái cái xin cái cái OK， 这是给你们哈。剩下的话，他们可以那个You like that? You like that? You think there's something that when I do that, maybe there's. OK， ciao. Love you. 爱你们。我下次呢？知道了。Thank you。我知道了。如果不爱的话，怎么会走2、3、4、5天才来这里呢？爬山过河呢？是吗？然后那个。所以出来让你们看，值你们的钱买机票。OK 哈 ，Goodbye，Thank you， 谢谢。 Auf Wiedersehen, sayonara, vielen Dank, merci, 再见, ciao. Okay. 男孩子干嘛？Chia đôi một mẹ chăm con đã lên đường, 5 người vượt núi rừng, đã rừng lên con ái. 50 người vượt theo sông đã chơi trồng. Alo đây. 哎，我可以再穿我漂亮的鞋子了，谢谢上帝。OK， 我要回去上班了哦，你们乖乖哈。好。啊，妈妈要去上班了。I love you.
Warmongers belong to hell, not to our civilized world.
Wow, a classy lady. Vegan, you said? Hey, should have guessed.
It's not enough that they eat meat themselves. They also advocate it to others in formal exposition and informal conversation. On the issue of food, it's like they're advised by demons. Shabkar Tsukdruk Rangdral, vegetarian.
提供一个师徒之间节目。
There was a king who was very rich and had everything he wanted. But he felt that he didn't have enough. So he asked his wise advisor to give him a ring, or give him something. A ring or a bracelet that has a very, very special effect. Like if he's happy and he wears that ring or the bracelet, then that will make him sad. And if he's sad and he looks at the bracelet, then it makes him happy.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Finland is one of them. Finland, Animal Welfare Act and Penal Code. Finland's Animal Welfare Act sets out prohibitions and regulations with the objective of protecting animal people from distress, pain, and suffering in the best possible way. The Penal Code makes animal person welfare transgressions punishable by a fine or imprisonment of up to 2 years.
Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
有魔力嘅觀眾，感謝空下觀賞今晡日嘅主圖之間節目，能越和平，世界就越和平。11日至10日，接落嚟係無私行動嘅福音同關啲蘇軾者演講嘅國家梵歌賽略20之日，一套智慧之語節目焦點新聞後延遲播出，請鎖定無上市電視台。觀賞不係到建設性嘅節目，願人類用仁慈愛心對待所有有情眾生。
Charming viewers, we thank you for your company for today's episode entitled The More Peaceful You Are, the More Peaceful the World Will Be, Part 11 of 11, on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is excerpts from the Gospel of Selfless Action, or the Guitar According to Gandhi, Vegetarian, Part 1 of 2 on Words of Wisdom, right after Noteworthy News. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more constructive programming. May humanity treat all sentient beings with love and kindness.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, heaven Godspeed.
Peace for Ukraine or Ukraine.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.